Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, stop what you're doing because I'm your girl, K Wade. And if you're all about healing and growing and flourishing and glowing, this is the channel for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm in my car and I just want to sit here and talk to you guys. I have not been present on this channel almost 2 months. It might be 2 months actually. Y'all, these past couple months have been very rough for me, I shall say. I'm at the park, so you may see cars drive by, you may see cars pull up next to me, okay? But I'm at the park. March and April, those months gave me a run for my money. I fell into a deep depression. I just celebrated a golden birthday, April 26th. I just turned 26 years old. Give me a round of applause for my solo return. This video is just going to be like a quick catch up, chit chat, and whatever word vomit comes out my mouth, that's what this video is going to be about. March and April was a very tough, those were tough months for me. I went through an experience that was very transformative. I'm not going to give any information about it because where I'm at in life, I am happy or in the road on the road to happiness, but I feel more lighter than I did during that time. So that's why I'm able to even sit in front of this camera and record a video and talk to you guys. But I've learned a lot in those months, but you cannot force people to meet you where they're at, where you're at. People can only meet you where they are at. They lack that knowledge at the moment, or they lack that, yeah, knowledge at the moment, I shall say. They won't be able to meet you where you are, especially depending on how far you are along in your journey. That was a hard pill to swallow, taking the circumstances of the connection. One thing that I have been saying a lot more recently is I want people who accept my darkness, not just my light. If you know me personally, a lot of people view me as a very light individual. Not saying I'm not that, because I am a very positive person. I am a happy person. I'm a loving person, a caring person. And I try to see both sides of the situation. I guess you could say I would try to play devil's advocate at times, but I'm just very understanding and I show grace a lot. And those are beautiful things about myself. But I do have darkness, and everybody has their own definition of darkness and what their darkness may be. For me, I would say I have anxiety and I have depression and I have ADHD. Now, ADHD is not a dark thing, but certain traits of that, for me, I consider darkness. Like, I want people to accept me in my depressed state. I want people to accept me when I am not feeling the best and if I'm having these crazy thoughts and things I shouldn't even think about or even cross my mind. I want people to still love me and accept me for who I am and not just for my light. Um, I realize a lot of people just view me as light, which is not a bad thing, but that just shows that they only honor half of me. And the fullness of Kayla is the darkness and the light. That is the balance. That is me being full. And so I realize I want people to honor both aspects of me, the duality of who I am as a person. Um, I see this a lot show up. I don't want to say romantically, but those are just the certain connections I could think of. But like, if I am romantically involved with somebody, they like the vibe because I am something different. That just means I'm on the spectrum. But I am something different than they ever experienced before. And so they like it. But then when I guess the mask drop and the other aspects of me start to come out, like I'm not always happy, y'all. I go through a lot of dark moments and I allow myself to feel those emotions, those thoughts, that darkness in order for me to radiate the light. And when it comes to the times where I have to not shine my light and things are not as pretty as it may seem, that's when people pull back. Something that triggered me during the past 2 months where I said I was like, very depressed. Not everybody's going to fight for you. Not everybody's going to fight for your connection. Not everybody values your connection and your presence as much as you may value your own connection or like your own presence and connection, and how you may value that person's presence and connection. Some people would rather just hang it up, throw it away, not deal with it because that means they have to face themselves. And a lot of people don't like facing themselves because it's a scary thing. So it's very understandable. But I've come to the conclusion that, or the realization that everybody's not going to fight for me. And I think that really triggered me, especially. I feel like people didn't fight for me in the past, rather that's romantically or in friendships. People never defended me or fought for me or like, okay, look, this is very tough, but let's sit down and have this conversation because I love you and I love your presence and I want to hear your side and I want to express how I feel too. I feel like a lot of people view things as black and white, right or wrong. That's one thing I've learned to break out of. Granted, there are bad people, but just labeling those terms good and bad, what does that truly mean? I feel like in a lot of times when we get into like arguments or disagreements, of course, depending on the circumstances, there's just a misunderstanding and both parties wants to be understood, but be you can't be understood if you don't allow yourself to be seen. And I feel like that was advice for myself too. So yeah, it's just been a weird time. Okay, I've been growing through a lot. It's the year of nine. Nine stands for transformations, rebirth. So I understand that the things that happened over the past 2 months was to push me to actually transform. I feel like that was just me as a caterpillar actually getting in my cocoon and forming into that mush. And where I'm at now, I am slowly but surely breaking out of that cocoon and I have transformed into a beautiful butterfly. Um, Transformation is not easy. Transformation isn't fun. Transformation is very hard. It's very dark. Um, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful process, even when it doesn't feel beautiful, even when you're screaming, crying, yelling, however you're feeling. Those moments, of course, in the moment does not feel beautiful. But when you get to the other side of it, you understand and you value the process, the journey. And it's funny because I made a guided meditation because I wanted to host a guided meditation. I posted this on my crystal jewelry Instagram in March. Um, I've not had that guided meditation, and it was about transformation. That guided meditation was about transformation, and I had to transform. And before I was able to present that meditation, or before I'm even able to present that meditation to anybody, I had to experience the transformation I was talking about in my meditation. And that's what I did. And like I said, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. But the things that we want in life, they don't come easy. Like if it comes to you easily, well, let me take that back. Let me take that back. Because some things do flow easily. Some things are easy. Some things shouldn't be hard. Okay. But a lot of the pain that we experience, a lot of the pain that we endure, it's preparing us for the greater good. Hey, shout out to Mr. Bill. I don't even think, y'all, that was my AP Econ teacher in high school. And I quote Mr. Bill damn near every day. And like he don't know the impact of his little catchphrases and the things that he was saying has because I quote Mr. Bill literally every day. I'm a little bit more level headed. I'm not as sad as I was before. I don't even feel like I'm sad anymore because I honestly just took the oath to pick myself no matter what, to choose myself no matter what. If that means I have to step away from in whoever, I'm gonna step away from it because my number one priority is myself. I am being selfish, and being selfish is not a bad thing. I'm being completely selfish because you can't pour from an empty cup. And I refuse to pour from an empty cup. I refuse to beg or plead for somebody to see me, for somebody to want me, for somebody to value me, for somebody to appreciate me. I refuse to do that because I love myself enough to know that the people who love me and the people who honor me, I won't ever have to beg for them to honor me. I won't ever have to beg for them to love me. I won't ever have to beg for them to see me, to hear me, to feel me, because they're gonna want to do it. I want to be around people who embrace both my lightness and darkness because that is unconditional love. If you could only love me, if you could only accept me when I'm portraying this happy image of myself, but when I'm being real or if I'm getting down to the nitty gritty and I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. And that's when you want to step away. That's conditional love. Unconditional love, that means that person loves you for how you show up. And of course, as long as I'm not being abusive and, being a terrible human, I just want to be around people who accept me for my flaws and sins. I'm really y'all in love with all your flaws and sins. And that's just something I need that. I need that. And I feel like we all need that because it's beautiful to have people around you who accept you for genuinely you, who accept you on your gloomy, rainy days like today, and who accept you on your bright, sunny days. I'm understanding that the way society is working is not the way that I work, and that's not the way that my brain works. That's not the way I can function. So I am finding ways to work with my ADHD and not have shame over having ADHD. I'm just finding a groove of things. So hopefully with me finding this Kayla's new groove, like the Emperor's new groove. So hopefully with me finding this new groove of my life and this new flow in my life, I'm able to show up more consistently in areas because I understand that the things that I want comes from my creation. The things that I want is within my creativity and showing my creativity. Like God has gave me a few tools to expand and be abundant. But these past 2 months, I broke generational curses. That's why it was so heavy because a generational curse got broken. And I broke that. I broke that. And I know my ancestors are very proud of me because I've always known I was different. I've always known I was put here for a bigger purpose. And granted, that might not be for the world, but at least for my lineage, I knew I was here to heal heal those who have come before me, to heal those traumas because especially as a woman, we inherit our mother's trauma, our grandmother's trauma, because when our mom was in our grandmother's womb, our mom already had our eggs, like our parents already had our eggs, so we were in the womb too. So whatever trauma that our grandmothers endured, our moms picked that up on, and then it continues to go down and down, generation. Certain things it's ending with me, certain things is stopping right here, and I want to cultivate a different type of space and scenario for lineage to come if I decide to um, expand my lineage. Um, yeah, but this year I'm just embracing the change, under, understanding that nothing belongs to me. Everything is simply an experience. Um, really tapping into love and what love looked like to me. What is love to me? Understanding my definition of love. I'm gonna end this on like a silly note, not silly note, but current hyperfixation is Attack on Titan. I love Attack on Titan. I'm watching it again. So for my birthday, my one of my best friends, she surprised me with tickets to the Attack on Titan Beyond the Wall tour. I went on the was it the 7th or 8th of this month? Either the 7th or 8th of this month. Y'all, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. My goal is to go to the last show, November 1st, in New York City. I have to see this again. Like, I literally have to see this again. I don't even want to, I have no desire to go to New York. Like, my body, my soul never gravitated towards New York. But to see Attack on Titan Beyond the Wall tour, yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna work hard so I'm able to do that because that's something I want to be able to do. I want to experience that again. But Attack on Titans, I love that show. And little short, little quinky dink. Yeah. So a couple years back, this video never touched my YouTube channel. It actually, I don't have the video anymore. I had to delete my iMovie because storage situation. But anyway, it was a video I made because I wanted to do like anime recap videos or like anime reviews. If you guys are interested in that, let me know because I would do that. Just drop some animes that are like really dope that I could watch and do reviews on because I'm very open to doing that because that's what I was trying to do in the beginning. But I made an Attack on Titan video. That video got hijacked by a spirit because it was a ghost following me in high school. Not high school. It was a ghost following me in college. Maybe it was in high school too, because why did high school come out? But it was a ghost following me in college, and Shorty hijacked that video, and it was just all bad. So whatever. My brother, I'm on his Crunchyroll account, so he made my profile. He picked Aaron Yeager as my profile picture. Crazy. And this before like I rewatched Attack on Titans. I watched it a couple years ago, but I really didn't like oh my gosh, like gain the love for it. Then I rewatched Attack on Titans and I fell in love because they were in the trenches with me. Honestly, they helped me through my depression. People laugh like, "Oh my gosh, what that anime did?" They literally helped me through my depression because the loyalty that they showed, the love that they showed, like that was that like Attack on Titan show you what unconditional love is. That show you what loyalty is, bro. Like literally, that's what that show showed me. Okay. Shout out to Commander Erwin, Commander Erwin. He was like, because my soldiers do not buckle a year when faced with the cruelty of this world. I said, I know that's right. And then when that Titan grabbed him, Aaron Armin was like, Commander Erwin. And then he was like, I said advance. God damn it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's my hyperfixation. And I want to end on one more note. One more note. So I have makeup videos on here. If y'all scroll, y'all will see them. Content is going to shift. I'm not going to make makeup videos anymore. I realize that's not my passion. Although I am good at doing makeup and I love doing crazy looks, I noticed that that energy, that creative energy that I put into doing those dope ass looks into makeup, I'm doing that into paintings. I'm really enjoying painting. I do a painting every month. Um so if you guys are interested in, me recording different paintings that I create, I'll be down to do that too. But I don't want to be here before y'all long because this video is long as hell. Did not expect to sit in front of y'all and talk this long. But if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being patient with my inconsistency. Life was just beating my ass. Sharkeisha, don't kick her. Like life was beating my ass. But it's okay. Sometimes you get beat up every now and then. It's all about standing up and standing 10 toes down and getting up and trying again and continue to push through, grow through, understand. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Like I mentioned before, if you're interested in anime reviews, just comment some animes you want me to watch and I could review them. It could be a whole little, you dig. But yeah.